I almost pushed out my baby at 7 months. Story time. If you're a pregnant woman planning to get pregnant, husband, wife, if you're just going to be around pregnant people, please watch this video to the end. It might save a life, it might help somebody. Okay, so back to the story. In 2022, I was pregnant with my first child. 7 months into the pregnancy, one fateful evening, I was pressed and I decided to use the restroom. That's about 10 p.m. in the evening. My husband had already gone to bed. So I went to the bedroom. I went with my phone because I just wanted to entertain myself. Most of us go to the bedroom with our phone. I sat there. The stool was quite strong, so I thought. So I just sat there waiting for it to comfort, and then I'll be doing my business and I'll leave. I sat there 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I was just tired. So I started pushing because it was taking time. I started pushing for it to come out so that I can leave. I pushed, I pushed, I pushed, I pushed. I was just tired of pushing. And I said, fine. If you're not ready to come out, let me just stand up. If you are ready, I'll come back and you know what. So I poured water out myself and stood up. When I stood up, I felt something drip down my leg. At first, I thought it was the water I poured. So I flashed my light to check. Guess what? It was blood. Yes, blood was gushing out. 7 months pregnant. I went into instant panic attack. I ran to my room, brought down my big mirror, flashed lights. Something was protruding, blood everywhere. My husband, who was lying on the bed beside me, because I actually came and sat on the bed, put the mirror in front of me so that I could see what was happening. He woke up because he heard my sound. When he lifted his head, he just saw the reflection of what was happening in the mirror. He also ran into an instant panic attack. I was in pain. We didn't know what to do. We were just confused. That was how he went to pick up the car keys, and I found a way because I was in so much pain I couldn't even walk. He helped me into the car and we drove speed of light to the hospital. We got to the hospital. As if to make matters worse, the nurses that were on duty, those ones would have contributed to taking my life before whatever was happening will finish happening. And this brings me to the part where you have to know the kind of hospital you are registering for antenatal, the kind of hospital you are planning to deliver in. You have to take into cognizance whether they have the ability, whether they have the manpower to handle you in case of emergencies. I am very much grateful for those who advised me to get an extra card at a general hospital, because as a first time mom, I had this idea that okay, private hospital will give you professional treatment, you don't have to wait in line for a long period before they attend to you. So I started using a private hospital that was not too far from my house, but they didn't have enough hands. They didn't have enough hands, and it would have really been the end of me that night. When we got there, the doctor was not on seat. It just some probably few nurses, like about two nurses were available, and the front desk person. And the nurse, very inexperienced, very unprofessional, they saw me and they also ran into attack. How are you the person that's supposed to help me and you are getting scared? The first one came and checked me and ran back. I threw myself on the bed. I started weeping. I'm like, this one that nurse is seeing me and getting scared. That means this is very terrible. The second nurse came and checked. He said, she don't know whether it's the head of the baby. She does not know whether it's womb. Saying all these things to my hearing. Call doctor now. They called doctor. Doctor said he's far away because this thing, I was in the toilet trying to trying to get this stool out for about an hour. And I went to the toilet around 10 p.m. I got out around 11. So by the time we got to the hospital, it was some minutes to 12. All this drama, it was already past 12. Doctor said he's far away and he cannot make it. And he's referring me to general hospital, that we should find general hospital and go to. Thank God I actually adhered to all those that advised me and got a card to general hospital. We drove with the speed of light that night. We got there maybe around 12:30 to 1. Thank God, as God will have it. General hospital always have people on ground, always have doctors on ground, and that was what saved me that night. When we got there, I met some really, really helpful nurses. They didn't even act like that was the first time they were saying something like that, because it was the fear of the other nurses that would have actually killed me. These nurses just took me in. They said, "Calm down, woman, we'll check you." They took me, gave me a bed to lie down. Now, gave us a written note to take to the scanning unit, that I should go perform a scan so that they will know the state of the baby before they can do anything. And they called the gynecologist that was on duty that night. He said he'll be there in a few minutes, that I should go have the scan done before, so that I can bring the results, so that he also know what to do. We went to the scanning unit. Thank God for the man on duty that night. He was also an angel sent from God to me, because when I got there, I was weeping, I was crying, I was saying, "God, my baby." He said, "Madam, calm down. Calm down. Why are you scared? Don't you have faith? Your baby is fine." Even before he could conduct any scan on me, I had to lie down on the bed, and he connected what they used to connect. I've forgotten what it's called. He now applied their cream and started moving the stuff on my stomach, and I heard the heartbeat of my baby. God, what a relief. He said, "Madam, sure you can hear now. The baby is fine. That's the baby's heartbeat." That was the first time I knew I actually breathed in and out properly. I was so scared. He also checked. He said amniotic fluid was adequate, and he printed out the scan result and gave it to us and sent us back to the labor ward, because that was where we went to straight. When we got there, the doctors were already available, and they collected the scan result from our hand, trying to examine what the scan says before they go ahead with anything. They now sent me to the labor ward. I was there. I was dropping on what they were saying, because I was scared. I didn't know what had happened. They were now saying, "Okay, baby is fine. Weight of baby is fine. Even if we have to deliver the baby, I think the baby can make it." Oh God. When I heard deliver the baby, I also got scared again, because 7 months, that's premature. We still have like 2 months to go. The doctor now came in. He now said that I should lie down properly, and he was coming to check what was happening down there. When he came, he now realized that it was the down part of my organ that descended. I'm trying not to use some words, because I was pushing, and when I thought I was pushing the stool, I was actually pushing my baby. It's not an experience I wish on anyone. He now asked that, what have I been eating that has been making my stool strong? I can say it has to be bread. Because I knew that time I really enjoyed taking bread. When I was pregnant with my baby, I loved taking bread. Bread and tea was my favorite thing. And sadly, it made my stool hard. I can't say that we were not taught as the antenatal class. Just didn't know that bread was hard enough. So if you're a mother, if you're a pregnant woman planning to be pregnant, please avoid eating hard stuff when you're pregnant. It will contribute to making your stool hard. And they also told me that no matter what, if you feel your stool is hard and you go to the bathroom and it's not coming out, stand up. At that point, when I was there trying to force whatever out, I was actually forcing my baby, and it was not time. And since my cervix was not even dilated, the baby could not even, there was no contraction, so my down part descended and it was bloody. If not that I decided to stand up, if I had continued there pushing whatever, only God know what would have happened, what that would have resulted to. So he put on his glove, used his hand to push it back in. It was painful. He now had to give me some drugs to take for healing, and something to take to soften my stomach, and advised me and warned me strictly to avoid eating hard stuff. Please, if you're pregnant, please don't be like me. Like I say, I'm begging, because it happened to me and God saved the day. It's God that saved the day. If not, it could have been worse. That is it. It would have been worse. So if you are there stuffing akpu, stuffing pounded jam, stuffing gari, stuffing bread in your face just because that's what you crave, please try and include banana, fruits, orange. Try and include things that will soften your stomach when you're pregnant, so you not have to go to the bedroom and push. And if you go to the bedroom and you think it's hard and it's not coming out, please leave and eat stuff that will soften your stomach. Take something, just take anything that will get it soft before you go back to the toilet. Don't go there trying to push something, especially when your pregnancy has progressed a little, like about 7 8 months. By that time the baby has descended, the weight is already down, so anything you try to push now can cause a very very terrible thing. So thank God for the doctors on duty and the nurses on duty. I couldn't even get their name or anything, but I'm sending my prayers to them because they saved my life, and I learned a very good lesson from that day. Please do well to share. It might save a life, it might save a baby's life, it might save a woman's life. Thank you.